Over 2,000 years ago, at the narrow pass of Thermopylae, 300 Spartans stood against an empire. At their head was King Leonidas, a man who knew he could not win but who chose to fight anyway. His defiance became legend. His death became victory. Leonidas taught the world that strength is not found in numbers but in courage, discipline, and honor. His life is a reminder that even when the odds are impossible, the warrior who stands unbroken leaves a mark that never fades. Today I will share with you 6 principles of Leonidas. Lessons of a warrior king who turned sacrifice into immortality. Lesson 1. Courage against overwhelming odds. Leonidas knew the Persian army numbered in the hundreds of thousands. He marched to Thermopylae anyway. True courage is not the absence of fear. It is action in spite of it. In life, the odds will often be against you. Challenges will seem too great, opponents too strong. But courage is the refusal to bow. Stand firm even when defeat seems certain, and you will command respect greater than victory itself. The world remembers the fearless long after it forgets the cautious. Lesson 2. Discipline is strength. Spartan warriors trained from boyhood in the Agage, forged by pain, hunger, and endless drills. For Leonidas, discipline was freedom, the mastery that allowed his men to hold the line where others would have broken. In modern life, discipline is still the edge that separates the strong from the weak. It is the habit of preparation, the refusal to yield to weakness, the ability to act with precision when others crumble. Talent may spark fire, but discipline keeps it burning. Lesson 3. Sacrifice for a greater cause. Leonidas could have saved himself. He chose instead to give his life so that Greece would have time to rally. He knew that the worth of a man is measured by what he gives, not what he clings to. Sacrifice is the highest form of strength. To place honor, duty, and others above yourself. In your life, sacrifice may not be death, but it will be discipline, patience, and endurance for those you protect. Greatness is born not from what you take, but from what you are willing to give. Lesson 4. Unity is power. 300 Spartans alone could not hold Thermopylae, but with allies at their side, they became a wall of steel. Leonidas knew that unity turns weakness into strength, individuals into an army. In the modern world, unity is the same. Alone you are vulnerable, together you are unstoppable. Find those who share your vision. Bind yourselves in loyalty and move as one. Enemies may shatter individuals, but they break against those who stand united. Lesson 5. Honor above life. Spartans were taught that their shield was not for themselves, but to protect the warrior beside them. To flee was dishonor, to fall with courage was glory. Leonidas lived and died by this code. In life today, honor is not just an ancient word. It is the integrity to stand by your values, to keep your word when it costs you, to live without shame or compromise. Life without honor is survival without meaning. But life lived with honor, even if cut short, echoes forever. Lesson 6. The warrior's death, the warrior's legacy. Leonidas knew he would die at Thermopylae. He fought anyway. He embraced death as the price of greatness, and by doing so, he defeated fear itself. For the warrior, death is not the end. It is the final act of defiance. In our lives, this lesson means living without hesitation, without fear of failure, without clinging to comfort. For the one who accepts death has already mastered life. Immortality is not living forever. It is being remembered for how you lived. These are the teachings of Leonidas of Sparta. Courage in the face of overwhelming odds. Discipline that never breaks. Sacrifice for a cause greater than self. Unity that turns the few into the mighty. Honor that outlives the body. And the acceptance of death as the path to immortality. Leonidas did not win his battle, but he won eternity. His name is spoken centuries later because he showed the world that the strongest weapon is not the sword, but the spirit. Learn these lessons, and you will not drift quietly through life. You will stand like Leonidas, unyielding, unbroken, and remembered forever as a warrior.